Netflix's upcoming Narnia movie is now getting a full, proper, windowed theatrical release. The news regarding Greta Gerwig's The Chronicles of Narnia adaptation marks a historic shift in Netflix's distribution strategy, signaling a major evolution in how the streamer approaches theatrical exclusivity. Now, most significantly, this project is set to become the very first Netflix original film to receive a truly global wide release, breaking away from the service's traditional model of limited prestige and awards qualification runs. Now, by securing an IMAX launch date on February 10th, this movie will now have a full 51-day theatrical window before arriving on Netflix on April 2nd. Now, this represents a departure from Netflix's previous insistence on day-and-date releases or extremely short exhibition periods, positioning Narnia as a major cinematic event designed to directly compete with traditional studio blockbusters. Now, to put the scale of this 51-day window into perspective, it stands in stark contrast to Netflix's recent experimental theatrical efforts. Films like Wake Up Dead Man, Glass Onion, K-pop Demon Hunters, they were all granted much more restricted windows, typically appearing in just a select number of theaters for 1 or 2 weeks or maybe a little bit less before their digital debuts, unlike K-pop Demon Hunters, which was already on Netflix first. This move not only underscores Netflix's confidence in Gerwig's vision for Narnia, but it also suggests a tactical pivot towards a wider theatrical strategy, which Netflix hinted at when they were pursuing Warner Brothers before Paramount got their hands on it. Rob, when you look at this, you and I were kind of giddy at the idea when Netflix was trying to get Warner Brothers that it looked like Ted Sarandos was starting to tune into the idea that theatrical would really be better for Netflix. I don't think it's a coincidence that they went through that process with Warner Brothers and now they're coming out and saying, not only is this going to get more than just a 1-week release, we're going to give this a global release and a 51-day theatrical window. This is a first for Netflix. How big of a deal is this?
I think it's a huge deal because, Netflix was adamantly against theatrical releases, which, by the way, I don't think either one of us and Jonathan have ever understood why. I mean, it's like every metric in the world will tell you that a film that does well theatrically has more value on a streaming service. And if Netflix is going to be spending, The Gray Man, $230 million or whatever, like, to me, they're just leaving money on the table.
Yeah.
Look at the results that Amazon MGM had with Project Hail Mary. They've left it in a theater and it's made over $500 million. It's still earning money.
It's closing in on $700 million.
And that money is money that they wouldn't have gotten at all. And that pays for the entire production budget, marketing budget of the film. So it's a wash for them when they put it on streaming. So it's like they got a free movie out of it.
Well, and on top of that, the other thing you and I have been saying forever is not only now is Amazon going to make close to $700 million that they wouldn't have made. When Project Hail Mary does go on Amazon streaming now, it's going to be far bigger than if they just dropped it on streaming in the first place. So it's a win-win for them.
Absolutely. And, I'm very curious to see what happens with Masters of the Universe, which we're literally a month away from. And I think that they might, assuming the movie is as good as we think it probably would be, trust in Travis, that they're going to have the same kind of results, and that as long as they do that. And look, Chronicles of Narnia is a big, epic tentpole property.
If done right.
Yeah. And Greta Gerwig is coming off a $1.5 billion film.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you want her to have this
multi-Oscar nominated filmmaker, by the way?
Yeah.
By the way, one of our viewers, Laura Howard, in the live chat is raising a really good point. She's saying this won't work for every movie, but for a select few Netflix films, it could fund other movies for years to come.
Totally agree.
And I think she's absolutely right. Like, we're not sitting here saying that this indicates Netflix is now going to become Warner Brothers. Like, we're not saying that. And we've never thought that, right? They're always going to make straight to streaming movies for sure. But if they can every year start picking out 3, 4, 5 of their better films and decide to do full theatrical releases for them, that's good for Netflix. It's good for their streaming. It's good for their bookkeepers. It's good for audiences. It's good for movie theaters. It's just good for everybody that they do. But I think Laura's right. They're not going to put everything out in theaters. Right.
But these big event pictures, absolutely put them out there as long as they have proper marketing budgets and they're treated like real theatrical releases. I think it's a great thing because look, they weren't getting back, as we've said before, they were getting zero money back theatrically.
No, I mean this goes hand in hand though with what Sarando said during the mergers that he was trying to acquire WB that he was trying to make. He said a lot of these movies we want to make as blockbusters and put them in theaters and keep them out for a long run. So to me, he's holding, even though the merger didn't go through with Netflix, he's still holding up his end of the bargain of what he wants to do theatrically.
Oh, and he got $2 billion out of it.
Yes, he did.
just not for nothing. He also got a free $2 billion check.
Yeah, so he can afford to throw 4 or 5 of these big event pictures out in the theater and see how they do for him.
A little cash he can do. Little play money in Vegas.
There you go.
Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? Do you like this idea of Netflix taking some of their films? I mean, we're going to start off with a Narnia film, but giving it like a full theatrical release. What type of reception then do you think that movie's going to get when it eventually does go on Netflix on April the 2nd? Whatever you guys think, jump down into the comments section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show Podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.